Hey guys, it's Epoch. I'm just doing another one of these like ramble videos. I have a few things I want to talk about. Um, Starting off, since my Woobat, I've surpassed 1 million encounters overall for all of my shinies. Uh, I find it funny to think about how it's likely that my millionth encounter was a Woobat. uh, I was going for Axew at that spot, and what I've been doing recently is I've just been doing like I guess you could say 30k like harder encounters, and then I'll go to a spot like for a horde that I want, get something there, and then go back. So after I got the Woobat, I've been grinding here, actually doing some eggs for Absol and doing some Safari singles in between. I haven't found a Safari shiny in a long time, so might as well try. I'm thinking once I hit 30k in both Safari singles plus the eggs, I'll probably switch back to either try and get another shiny at the Dratini or the Axew spot. Um, so yeah, Axew spot I'm phase 1 now with one Woobat, and Dratini spot I think I'm like phase 5 with 5 Magikarp. So I'm really hoping that since Axew is a easier to find Pokemon than Dratini, it'll be a little bit nicer to me, but so far it hasn't, so it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, I guess. um, Other than that, my progress for my goals that I showed off in the previous video has been coming along good. After that video, I put in a good amount of time at the Barboach spot. I believe I did around, with, with both Staryu and Barboach, probably 25k encounters, and I got kind of sick of fishing, because that whole month, basically, I did fishing. So, I moved on to some other stuff for a little while. I'm hoping I can get some kind of something here in 30k encounters, because since my last single shiny, which was the Finneon, I've done uh, God, probably 40k, give or take, and yeah, nothing yet. My horde luck has been pretty decent though. I mean, the coughing was pretty low. I think the Woobat I went over on, but I'm not too fussed about that. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update on what the goals are looking like. I'm doing this cool method where, so yeah, I guess I'll talk about the method that I'm up to right now. So I go breed a batch, right, of Absols. I'm trying to get better at it, and then you have all your eggs in the PC. You get them out. You go into the Safari zone, and once these other ones hatch, I'll show you guys. Uh, the reason why I have this timer pulled up, I'm just on like time.is or whatever. Um, yeah, it'll be like 10 more seconds. So I can wait because I don't want to be in an encounter when the time crosses over. I learned about this from one of my old teammates a long time ago. A player named Sir Locke. He had a forum post about this, but I've never utilized it until now, and I really think it is like kind of a crazy meta. Um, so yeah, as you can see in their hatch time, they're all in the same second. So the way the game like calculates when an egg hatches, it's like all in the same cycle, you could say. So as long as you're out of battle for that cycle to tick over, then you can get encounters in between the egg hatching. So it's just optimal in my opinion. Even though the Safari Shiny might run, I like doing it here because the encounters are so quickly. Because you don't have to throw out your Pokemon. It's just bam, and then you're into the next one. Um, So yeah, that's the method I'm doing. I'm still new to this. Uh, I've been doing this for like 3 days. I think so yes, 7,600 singles plus about 2,800 eggs. That's what I'm at right now since the Woobat. Uh, Once I hit 30k combined on those, I'll go do something else. Probably an Axew phase, and then maybe I'll go back to fishing. I'm not sure. Um, as long as I'm getting encounters for the Pokemon I have on that list, I'm not really too fussed what I'm doing. Um, so yeah, So what else can I talk about? I wrote down on my phone a few things. Let me look real quick. Let's see. I talked about my goals, progress, the method I'm doing. Oh yeah, so okay, I want to get this video out soon because Lunar New Year is supposed to drop. Well, okay, last year it dropped like I think like the 23rd or something, and it's way past the 23rd of January, so I'm hoping it drops this week sometime. I think the actual like holiday is on the 10th of Feb, so like 3 more days. So I'm gonna guess that they're gonna drop it around then. I low-key thought it was gonna be a few days ago because the firework particle was in the store and it ended like yesterday, if I remember correctly. So I thought it was gonna be yesterday, but I guess not. Um, so yeah, hopefully it's on the 10th or something. I I really hope that they don't bring back something like the mysterious balls, because in my opinion, like that was a very cheap way to make the Christmas event kind of successful. Like adding a really pay to win loot box, you know what I mean? Um, but the success of them was kind of undeniable. I think a lot of people really did like opening them, so I could definitely see them adding those things to every event. To be honest. It just scares me because like whenever games add a loot box that's that overpowered, it usually is a bad sign of like what's to come. Uh, yeah, I really hope the vanities are good too. The thing about Lunar New Year is like the previous events have had like crazy good ones. I'm not talking about like just investability because like the upsides on like the Lunar New Year ones are usually crazy. So let me show off White Rabbit. This one was from Lunar. This is like one of the more expensive new items. I actually don't like it that much, but a lot of people do. And the Unity capes. I know for a lot of people these are like their favorite items. And honestly, dude, the red one is so clean. Like look at that. God, I don't want to buy one at all because 34 mil is just so much money for such a new item. Uh, but yeah, hopefully I'm really hoping the vanities are good and we get something clean. I think the nicest vanity they put out recently, if you can call it a vanity, is the motorcycle bike, like the flaming one. Um, this one. So yeah, if we get another like bike slot item that's like from a crate, that would be crazy if it's anything as good as this bike. Because previously all we had was like the sleigh, and I think there is a motorcycle one, but it's like way worse than the flaming one. So yeah, I'm optimistic about Lunar New Year to be honest, because usually it's a banger event. Uh, that on top of like the raid that they come out with, I've never played the raid. Uh, when I came back to the game, like however many years ago it was right after the Lunar New Year event, so I know a little bit about it. I just missed the cycle. I'm so sad. I was in a battle on the 57th second. It's always fucked up when I do that. Um, I'm hoping the raid is good. It's I call it a raid just because like from what I've watched, it kind of looks like one. Like you go in, you have like Pokemon that are given to you, and you have to like go up against scaling hard enemies. I don't know if it would be classified as a raid or a dungeon. Whatever. It's it's probably the same thing. Um, but I'm excited to try that. I'm hopefully gonna put out some videos about it. Yeah, I'm optimistic about the Lunar New Year. I did say in the last video that I wanted to grind for a Neon Hood. I kind of don't think I will do that now because that is after reviewing like how much of a time investment that would be. I think I'd rather just shiny hunt for that amount of time because I have some kind of lofty goals I want to get through, and giving up time to do that, even though the item is like super good, I just don't value it as much as I do like a rare shiny. So I'd rather give up the chances of getting the hood for encounters, I guess you could say. Um, yeah. The other thing about events, dude, is like so last Christmas event, I had a ton of good snipes, right? and I made a good amount of money. I had this like I don't know what it is, but during events, people just tend to throw their stuff away for like really cheap. So you can like pick up some actually very nice deals on Pokemon, and I'm hoping it's that way again. And people are like speculating that it's going to be even crazier for Lunar because there's just such a track history of good items that I think there's going to be a lot of players that, in anticipation of that, just completely like get super FOMO about it and put up their stuff for cheap. Um, so yeah, hopefully that happens. I can make some decent amount of money on that. Right now, I've not been flipping though. Doing this method where you've got the timer up and also the Safari gameplay, it's kind of hard to flip because when you're using Gillen's, uh, having the GTL open, Gillen's doesn't track as well. You really have to be like full screened and like have it here in order for it to still track, and kind of bugs me not using Gillen's because I'd like to see the number go up. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the flipping off for a bit. I guess I should explain why I have 289 million. I sold some of my bigger vanities. Um, I got rid of my candy cane. I bought it in Christmas because I don't know. The candy cane was like my favorite vanity, and I kind of wanted one like ever since I started grinding for Gen. And then I got it, and I had it on my back, and I just kind of realized like, wow, I don't really care that much about having a really expensive back vanity, so I just got rid of it, and I've been doing eggs. I got rid of it, and I had about 230 mil, and I grinded my ass off for like a week and a half. Had some really good shiny snipes. Um, I might still even have some in the trade log. So I claimed a Gengar this morning. Yeah, this Gengar I bought was like a 31 special timid one. It was a male though. I got it for like 3.5 and it like sold in a few days for 4.3. You know, just stuff like that. A lot of this stuff. This is money from my alt. Um, yeah. I've been the Road to 100 Mil series, that account. Uh, ever since I finished it, I've just been like moving the money over from it from there to this one. Um, because it's not doing anything on that account, and I don't think I plan to do anything with that account for a while. So, um, yeah, I was kind of sick of playing on an alt for so long. I'd rather just get progress on my main. Um, but I do have some ideas for stuff I could do that I might do. I don't know if I should talk about yet, but yeah, I'll keep that information for now. Oh man, I'm just rambling. But yeah, this is, I guess, a progress update and a little ramble about what I've been doing in game. The previous ramble video actually did really good. I was surprised because, like, I don't know, I'm just the guy that fucking sits here and runs back and forth, and I guess I just have a lot to talk about with this game. So I'm glad you guys are happy to listen. Um, Yeah, this one might be shorter than my last one because like my last one I had a list I had to go through and going over everything. I think in my last one I said Absol is more of a single hunt. I think a lot of it's like one that could go either way. There's that route in Hoenn that has Absol, Tropius, Kecleon, and Marshtomp, right? Which having four rares on a route, one of them being a starter and one of them being fucking Absol, is like insane. The problem with it is that it's a tall grass route, so you have to like walk back and forth. There's no biking or running. Um, it's very pain doing encounters on that route, and I'm not even sure what the percentage is for like all of them combined when you put them next to the other shinies. I think it's similar to like if you're doing not twin leaf. What's the place called? Pinwheel. I think it's similar to that because that route has like four rares plus a starter and a good amount of other stuff. The problem with oh man, I haven't done encounters there in such a long time, so I might be capping, but it's got like some horde that has like a not super desirable shiny. So uh, whenever you have like a ×5 horde on a route, it really offsets the amount of shinies. I mean the amount of Pokemon you see. For example, like if you're doing Pawneard, the amount of Gothoritas you see is like insane. It's like half your total encounters or some bullshit like that. It's dumb. Uh, yeah, I would. So yeah, I'd just rather not sit there for a while. Maybe I'll do it as like a. I'll do 30k there just as like a test to see like just to get the numbers. Because Absol is one I kind of want to prioritize just because it's such an amazing shiny. It's here. Let me see if there's one on the GTL. Shiny Absol. Yeah. Oh damn, this one's a secret. Oh, it's a no too though. Yeah, dude, look at this. It's like I really love red shinies, right? It's like my I like channel's branding is the shiny Gyarados colors. So I don't know. This like pinkish red it's got with the green eyes is just too nice, man. It's it's up there. I think Absol is like in the top probably 10 for me of like shinies in the whole game. Uh, Maybe after Absol I'll do like Spiritomb eggs is what I'm thinking. We'll see though. I gotta get the Absol first before I start thinking ahead like that. Uh, so yeah, hopefully I can get done this 30k encounters with both Safari plus Absol. I'm really hoping that none of these Pokemon I encounter here run from me. I've only had one Safari shiny ever, and it was when I was a complete noob. My first shiny was my Gyarados, and I found it in the Safari Zone when I was doing like. Okay, so the reason why I came back to PokeMMO after like so many years of not playing it, I just randomly remember the game and I looked it up on YouTube and I saw Pat had made like I saw Pat's videos and I got into the game. I looked up like what's the easiest way to make money in Kanto, and it was like Safari Magikarp catching, and just by doing that, I found a shiny Magikarp, and it didn't run from me. I think I caught it first ball. Um, so yeah, that was my first shiny, and ever since then I've been hooked on fucking shiny hunting in this game because it's such a like I don't know, I really like the grind of it. It's pretty rewarding when you find like what you're actually looking for. And so yeah, I have one Safari shiny. It was when I was a noob, so I've never like really fully hunted for a Safari shiny before. So I'm doing it here because okay, so I've tried Johto, and I think I like it here more because you get like more encounters. And honestly, all the stuff on this route, I kind of like. Uh, so cast form's a rare shiny, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is the only place in the game where you can find it. Yeah. Um. So otherwise, it's an egg hunt. It has a trash catch rate, I'm pretty sure, but I mean, it's still good to just get encounters on a rare no matter what. Um, Pikachu, I really want a Raichu, but I don't want to evolve my current Pikachu, so I'm going for a second one. Wobbuffet is nice. Natu is nice. Giraffre is nice. Psyduck is really, really good. Gloom and Oddish are okay. I'd like a Vileplume and a Blossom at one point, so honestly, everything on this route is pretty good. Most of the stuff has a horde, which is like kind of devalues it, but I don't really care about it that much. Uh, if I find the secret here and it runs, then I'll be very, very sad. But chances of that are pretty low anyway, so you know. I just think this is a super good way to get encounters while hatching. I tried doing this method in the grass that has that's double grass with Absol in Unova. Like and that route has some decent phases. It's got like Driftblim and Swellow. Um, and there's one other thing. Oh, Lunatone and Solrock. Uh, a lot of people hate those shinies, but I actually like them. So that's also a way you could do it if you're going for Absol and you want to just boost your Absol encounters because Absol's are rare on that patch of grass. Uh, but I hardly saw any of them. And also, you have to bring a second Pokemon with you because you need Damp. Like every shiny there has Explosion. So so yeah, it's a bit sketchy. I'd rather just do the really quick Safari encounters because you get a lot of them here. So yeah, that's what I've been doing on this game recently. I just wanted to put out another Ramble video. update you guys on everything, what I think of Lunar New Year event, if it's actually going to come out. The devs have kind of a track record of pushing stuff back, like how last year we didn't even get an anniversary one. So, it might not even come out, honestly. I bet that it is, though, because they changed the title screen. But, you never know with the PokeMMO devs. Uh, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just telling you guys what's up. Uh, Let me know what you think in the comments, and take care. Goodbye.